little Timothys, welcome back to a bit of Hearts of Iron 4 where today we're doing it. I have been putting off doing a historical run of Japan for a little bit now. The DLC's been out since November and I'm only just clicking on the Iron Man button, which means achievement time. Yep, as much as I want to go ahead and say I'm going to take my time and enjoy this one, I'm not, because we have achievements to get. Now, I really did want to go for this Democratic Japan one, just for the simple fact, for some reason, by the way, the new DLC added like 12 Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood references in the achievements. Sure, why not? I'm assuming someone either recently rewatched it or is just a big fan. The achievement I want to go for we can get is Historical Japan today, which is as Japan proclaim the Eternal Empire and control all of your core states. The sun will never set. Which, if you don't know, going down our historical path over here, if you get down to the bottle? Sorry, I think my private life's leaking through to the video. If you put aside the bottle for a minute and play some HOI4, you can get yourself down to the Eternal Empire. We need to control a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing too out of the way, I want to say, though, and that will pop the achievement. It shouldn't be too difficult for us to do, I'm hoping. And again, like I said, this is going to be our first full historical playthrough as Japan, and I'm going to try and make the most of it. So I'm going to focus on building up just pure military factories for a little bit here. I want enough guns out and men that I can just swarm China real quick and real fast like. And then from there, as you can imagine, it's probably going to be just a normal historical Japan game, which, funnily enough, I've still not done. I mean, in all fairness to all the videos I have done on Japan on the new DLC, though, a lot of the paths do end up pretty historical, no matter what you end up doing. You somehow always seem to be going into China, don't you? Japan, try not to war crime China. Challenge. Impossible. So I think for our infantry off the bat here, we're just going to go with 20 width, pure infantry blocks with a bit of artillery in them. I'm going to level that up eventually just to whack a bit of more artillery and one more infantry in it. Go to 25 width. But as you can see with Japan, need some guns! And it does take us quite a little bit for our, industry to get rolling, especially because we do need to go, to F4 China. So, it's going to take a bit for us to get going. Oh, and yeah, of course, our army just has our own plans as well. So we can't wait forever just building up. Also just going to make the cheapest possible CAS we can work with here, which is literally just a small bomb bay and dive breaks. And yeah, that's all we're going to have for a little bit here. I think I'm going to be cheeky as well and go for a singular collab here on China. And hopefully we get lucky. I do say hopefully as well because, obviously this does take up resources that we would prefer to be putting into our units, and it also takes factories. Not that we really had any to invest with at the moment anyway. One thing I do really like about Japan is you get some really good infantry bonuses. If you actually just look what we get down to, especially this one where we get artillery attack, I mean, it's pretty damn nice for you to, well, on top of like the infantry attack as well. It's really good. Oh yeah, and you also do really need to go down those focuses because you do start off pretty painful here. I mean, it's not too bad, but having the -10 artillery isn't the best, so if you can get down here as quickly as you can, having the 10% is much better. Okay, we are ready to go. Get myself a little bit of extra time just to build up a little bit here. Also, we can do a whole bunch of investment in countries as well. It's a lot of PP, and you can pick and choose what you want to do, but I guess I'll just do all the allied nations I want to invade. I'm not too sure if a lot of this will ever pay off, but I do have the political power just hanging about. And as well, you need to make sure you do establish Mongol military government as well, or they'll join the Chinese United Front, as they don't start as your puppet. I keep forgetting that. And there it is. Time for us to shine. We did start in 38, but with the extra time for the collab and things like that, I think it's going to pay off. So it's always the first push that's really easy getting into China. Then as soon as things bog down, that's where you want to worry a little bit, because this could go from a real quick war to a real slow one. Mostly what I'm aiming for is just kind of sneaking in as many encirclements of Chinese troops that I can, while also just snaking every empty province that I see. Like I said, you don't want to overcomplicate your units off the bat. You want to just get the cheapest thing that'll work, and that is just this template at the moment for us. And we can keep producing them so that we don't fall behind. The biggest thing that is going to slow you down in this war is just simply the front line getting stretched. The more it gets stretched, the less time and room you're gonna have. Also, it looks like they're pushing up there in the north, so gonna have to worry about that. I'm just gonna whack my puppet troops up there and let them deal with it. We're just gonna keep pushing and get the capitulation, because with our collab government as well, we got that 30% reduction right there. We just need to get the VPs. Alright, so I think that was just halfway through 1939 there. Not the fastest, but it's perfectly fine for what we're going to be doing today. I'd say here we could just relax, but we're not going to be able to relax. And now for our dockyards as well, I'm not going to bother building up any more of a fleet, which can go fully into cruiser subs. We're also going to need a whole bunch of convoys as well. Ain't too surprising, because we're probably going to get raided too on our way back. Now, because the German AI is absolutely horrendous now and just completely folds immediately, we definitely need to be ready to go by like 41, maybe midway through 41, just so that they don't just die. Oh boy, the German AI in this version of the game is like a toddler staring at a wall outlet with a fork in its hand. So the only thing I'm waiting for now is for my planes to be researched. When they're researched, going to start building those, and then I also need radar and naval bombers. Once that's out the way, I think we'll be safe to go here. You may be wondering, wait a second, it's 1944, and so am I, actually. So, I had to pause the game for, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. Not too long. And I always make sure when I leave the computer, the game is paused, because this has happened before. You know, my 10 minutes turned into like 20 minutes or so, came back up, game was on pause, the cat was on the keyboard. Every time, man. Yeah, I was contemplating, do I just restart? No, I'm just gonna keep going. Why not? Sure, we're a little bit behind. We haven't been building or doing any research for 3 years. We're rolling with it. Yeah, this is the problem with playing HOI4 when you got pets around, especially pets that apparently love to sit on keyboards. Oh my god, we are so far behind. Oh, well, okay. So good news is, I don't know what happened. Apparently, Germany didn't eat bricks this game. So that alone is another reason why we're going to keep going, because I think we've actually got some competent allies. I don't know why they're still actually being competent. Oh, my cat's meowing. Okay, you want to sit on the keyboard again? Yeah, that's what I thought. She's actually trying to get back on the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, you know you did. You're the problem. I'm trying to get achievements. Okay, so I guess no beating around the bush. First things we need to do, actually, is just look what we actually need here. So we need Pegu, Singapore, Manila, Siam, Guam. That's not that bad, actually. Where do I actually demand Vichy, France? We should probably get around to that. I'm assuming it's over here somewhere. Oh, there you go. So I'm going to do these ones first, then do the Siam focus, then we're going to go in. God, why did I... Okay, I guess it was the Germans asked for their damn port back, and I guess the top event option was yes, because they've got it back. I don't think I need that, because it's not a call for me, so we're fine. You know what, actually, good thing about this, I think we have, like, almost full compliance going in all of China now. Did we switch to East Asian Prosperity? We did. Is that actually better than just going on civilian for us? I mean... yeah, pretty much the same. Okay. Oh my god, I've not been building planes. That's actually what I was about to do before I left. In fact, I think my planes are now technically outdated. No! Whatever. Okay, we got a little bit of time anyway, since we need to go ahead and do those couple focuses. So we'll just build these crappy planes for now. I mean, they're not crappy, but they're already out of date. I think while we're just waiting around as well, just to get ourselves ready, I'm just going to declare on the Soviets so they capitulate. Having the Axis be super powerful probably isn't great in the long term for us, but we don't need too much to get this achievement to pop. Saying too much about actually getting anything. I think the only thing we even have a claim on is North Sakhalin. That's not even a core, so it's the only thing we could probably get real cheap. 2% war participation. I'm not expecting a lot here, put it that way. And there you go, literally as I say that, they capitulated. I mean, we'll try and get a little bit, just, you know, a smidgen of land here and there. Honestly, just for walking into Vladivostok, I'm not too upset about that. Okay, now let's go take down the allies. Another reason I want to do that is just in case I did end up getting a core on Sakhalin at some point, because we do have to control all our cores. All right, Siam's on board. We're going to go ahead, strike the southern resource areas now, and I actually have noticed that we've played so long, Philippines have just straight up become independent. Not purposefully, of course, but it is funny. Okay, interesting. Will the Philippines, I'm assuming, get guaranteed? They didn't get guaranteed. I just already declared on them. I thought they'd get guaranteed. Haven't we? We've definitely raised tension. We've annexed all of China. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but we get the Philippines essentially for free there. Not going to wait around though, we're also going straight in on the British. We have already broken through in Burma, and I need to make sure as well, do I need to hold this land directly? I think I do need to hold it directly, don't I? Oh, wait, no, it says or one of our allies. So, I think we are good to actually release our puppets. Getting India under our control is definitely going to be very important, because I don't know if you can tell, Axis is currently trying to make their way in there, and we don't want that. Pretty much already got everything that we need. The only thing we don't have, because the US isn't in the war, is we do need Guam as well. I'm gonna wait until I clear up the Pacific of the allies first, and I'll declare on them. Invasion of Singapore. I didn't actually check what they actually have down here on the coast. Usually the AI does put quite a bit, but I think the allies definitely overstretched this game with the Germans actually being competent, and they've lost Ireland. Ooh, which path should I go down at the bottom? We're gonna go historical with Tojo? I think if we're doing, you know, the Eternal Empire, though, obviously, Chrysanthemum Throne has got to be it. It does mean I need to get the naval and the army to actually like each other. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So guys, Singapore's going to fall, no problem whatsoever. India did stall out a little bit because, yeah, I don't have any air. Why don't I have any air? Can we get a little bit of air? I don't know how we still have red air over here, actually. I'm outnumbering them completely. Are we overstacking? Yeah, we're overstacking. A couple airports later, and we're on the move again. Yeah, India has capitulated, about to get the Dutch East Indies as well. I'm imagining, actually, if we think about this, we just capitulate the UK, we could get a peace deal. Only thing about that is, yeah, I imagine I won't get too much from this. So I think I'm just going to wait to see if the German AI will do any naval invading of the UK. If I notice the UK falling, I might declare on the US and bring them in. We're way more powerful without a peace conference, funnily enough. Yeah, India just capitulated to the Germans. Now they're losing all the land. Ain't that great? Ain't that great? We can reintegrate our subjects for 100 little political power. We have tons of political power because, unsurprisingly, going AFK for 3 years of in-game time leaves you with quite a bit. Okay, just lost all of India because for whatever reason, it just popped back out. Why did it pop back out? I don't know. Did my puppet just get annexed? Where did it go? Ooh, okay. Looks like they've actually got themselves a naval invasion going up in Scotland. Does that mean I now hit the button? I think it does. You ain't capitulated anytime soon, allies. Not until I'm done with you. Okay, Uncle Sam, welcome to the party. Actually, are they going to join the allies or not? Yeah, they will. Perfect. Oh, I think we are, having quite a bit of fun over in the Pacific with the Americans now arriving. Yeah, we're just finding random cruisers hanging about. What are you guys doing? That was a pretty big naval battle over there. Got ourselves a whole bunch of ships sunk. I mean, we're just sinking light cruisers everywhere. If that's what the AI is doing, okay, 16 destroyers as well, 8 destroyers. I mean, it ain't working for you. I actually seen an actress who's not only competent, but also has managed to capitulate the UK is something you definitely don't usually see in HOI4. To be fair, I didn't even get to see it because I wasn't even here for it. I mean, I was here for this, but I definitely wasn't here for the competent part. So last up on our checklist that we need is Hawaii and Guam. Both I am currently working towards, if you can't tell by this big arrow. There you go. Guam acquired. I'm gonna rush for Hawaii too, just in case the Germans get any bright ideas over here. We are absolutely just smashing anything that comes out in the Pacific. Obviously, the naval AI completely broken at the moment, which I'm assuming most people do know. But I'm assuming, yeah, that has got me a lot of war participation. 44,000 points just from sinking ships. So thank you, Uncle Sam. Oh, one thing I could completely forgot as well to do is actually put in these compliance game people. You actually get one of them from a focus, but I think you just start with this guy, which I really should have had at the beginning anyway, because if we can get collab governments going before a peace deal, that'd be great. Yeah, also completed the focus now. We have Hirohito in charge. There he is. You can finally see him without all those chins. Oh, we actually sunk a capital ship. We did it. We finally found one of them. Okay, literally went ahead, checked the logs here. I've only actually sunk 2 capital ships here. And it was 2 carriers. So we haven't found anything else. What I do like about the new naval update, though, is that you can actually just, you know, get away with using smaller stacks. Currently I'm just using 2 stacks of my ships right now just to patrol in areas while I get my naval invasion up, and using like all my crappy subs for patrolling around, and then 1 big stack on strike force over here, although one of my admirals did die. I've got to change it out. And actually using my navy as an aggressive force that I move around on the map. It's just a shame, I guess, the the AI can't do the same thing too. Funny, I think we've gone far enough in the game now that I've just seen the Kiwi Empire become a thing. Oh, what a beautiful man. I'm assuming that's because I invested in them and they actually flipped from that. There's no way they actually just went down that thing in their tree, did they? I mean, they might have. I just don't know why they would. Well, either way, there goes the Kiwi Empire. Yeah, that frees up my Marines now for the real task, which is going to be taking Hawaii. Well, this will be a little bit risky considering I was landing with some pretty weak units because there was no supply on this island over here. But no, we're in. There goes Hawaii. Now, that is technically all we need for this achievement. We can now go ahead through the Eternal Empire. So get ourselves an amazing staging post now to launch into the US. But I did see Chile had actually joined as well. Do we need to capitulate them as well to get a peace deal? Nope, just the US. We're in business. Okay, let's see. When this pops, we should get the achievement if I have done everything right. If not, it means I don't have a core somewhere and I need to go find it. It didn't pop. Okay, so all core states. Where do I have a core state that I don't occupy? I reckon when I was AFK, the Germans have got ahead and helped themselves to my core state. I already figured that out a little while ago when I was invading Guam, but I guess we're going to have to take that. I don't think I'll capitulate the Germans. I'll probably just launch for that at the end after we capitulate the US. But speaking of which, let's go do it. This is what I'm saying. Just never, ever go AFK if you own a cat, because they will ruin your life. I think what we'll have to do is just oh my god, we're going to have to invade so many islands over here. It's all the starting ones that you get as Japan. And apparently they're cores, which... Alright, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You may call me crazy, but I think we're going to pivot out of invading the US and get a capitulation on the Allies now, and instead go fight the Axis. Now, the thing is, as soon as I get the land back that I need, we should get the achievement pop. But if I need to fight the Germans after, and I do want to get myself a capitulation and a peace deal here and there, if I capitulate the Allies, they're going to get way more stuff than me. They're going to be way harder to fight, so... I'm going in. Well, if we thought this was already a messy game, it's about to get certainly a heck of a lot messier. Okay, first things first, even if I get the achievement and get all my cores, I'm still going to go for, forgot about that Chinese port. I'm still going to go for a full capitulation. Unfortunately for the Germans, I didn't forget to build some extra units just in case I managed to mess something up here. But yeah, if we get the achievement pop, I'm still going to be going for a full capitulation here, of course. I'm not sure if I need to fully own the land, though, or just control. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll find out if I hear the achievement noise, I guess. But yeah, first things first, just got to get all of these islands back, and it looks like we've got the majority of them already. We did fail to get Palau over there, and we haven't launched for that one. So, every time I think I've got all the islands, I just go ahead and find some more. Hey, the sun will never set. There you go. Never need to care about any of these islands again. Okay, now, you might be wondering what's going on in the Siberian front. And somebody, I won't name any names, may have forgot to build any supply up there. I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it happened. But let's just not point fingers. As such, we haven't really got very far. But I will go ahead and now build up the supply. That supply hub's not even connected to anything. And eventually we'll make our great march westward. Okay, now at the same time, after I went ahead and actually built some supply in Siberia, we're pushing. Also now going to go for the US at the same time. And now that I've got my cores, don't have to worry about that. Getting capitulation on the Allies doesn't really bother me too much. And also noticing someone else is trying to do it as well. So we got a landing in Mexico with the Marines. Let's see if we can actually make something of this. Meanwhile, guess what? Siberia, currently we are paused to build supply. I think you guys have seen me do this invasion God knows how many times at this point, but it's the same every time. I love the fact this invasion, I was like, hey, I'll find the Mexicans and also Vichy France. It's just a battle royale down here. I came over to look at Siberia for a little bit, build up a bit more supply, looked back. I don't think America's got much left in them. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a race though. The Germans and the Romanians have both turned up. Kind of funny, I was complaining at the start of this video. I was like, you know, German's been really bad recently, and now we've got German Florida. Hey, hi, German Florida. Okay, this is about to get messy, no doubt about it. So obviously we've got our achievement already. There is nothing I really need to look out for other than just annoyances that could come up with us obviously invading the Germans currently. So obviously don't want to have to re-invade America or anything like that. Got the majority of it so far. And I think that is everything that could have been a problem for us. Obviously I haven't called my allies in or anything down in Burma, so don't have to fight down in India. I can also invite the British in. They're survived somewhere. Don't know where, but they're around. I realize in my co-prosperity fair, because Britain's in it, I could demand the integration of the British industry, which makes them a puppet if they accept. So I guess if anyone just ends up in my faction for whatever reason, I just make them a puppet. Oh wait, that's not the British I wanted. We have two of them. Where's the other one? Is this it? There you go. Where are you? Where do you live? It's in Singapore. I forgot to click on Singapore. That's where they are. Okay, well that makes sense. I'm assuming because their capital's in Asia. So, I mean, sure. Now with America freed up, I brought my other army down into India. We're going to push through there, then through the Middle East, and then also Siberia at some point. But as you can see, a lot of stuff up here. A lot of stuff up here. In all fairness, though, the AI does not know how to build supply, so they're all dying. I'm completely fine. Just, like, it is funny. Late game HOI, just nothing works. Like, what's going on with this front line currently? What's the air saying? Are we having absolute Star Wars tier battles up here? Actually, we're not. I'm assuming they don't have too much in terms of air. I thought there'd be a lot more here. Well, actually, you know, I'm saying that. In Star Wars technicality, yes, I've got like over 10,000 planes in the sky, apparently all functioning completely fine at the same time. Okay, well, I am attempting to get some encirclements here, but the sheer amount of numbers are making it very difficult to even see where to go. I just got a big stack there overran. Actually, I wanted to take a quick look at the casualties. 4 million on our side. 30 million Germans we've taken down. Hey, you know, I'll take the trade. Oh, everything that is in India currently will be staying in India, as I'm assuming they are completely out of convoys, because they're just standing in the port. Vichy France, let's go have a look. They got 45 divisions hanging about there, and absolutely nothing to bring them back. 215 convoys ain't enough. Imagine a lot of that's probably getting used for supply and trade, so they're probably not getting out. Yep, just overran everything there. They're gone. Yep, they're definitely just completely out of convoys everywhere. And that's good for me. That's more troops encircled. And I'm assuming at some point they may run out, right? We got 401 divisions left. Never mind. It's a mess. Because Britain's in this war now, they just got the peace out event with Iran while I was mid-invading them. Oh, I think we have entered the final offensive here. They're not really putting up too much resistance. I got all my armies on one front now because well, I can't do anything in Iran. I can't be called into their war against the new Persian Empire unless these guys join the Axis. I could just define them, but also this just frees up room. It means I don't have to fight down there. I can just go on this one big offensive now. Second, the Thunder Dragon Empire joined the Axis. Is it over for me? Man, it has been a long game. Obviously, we could have stopped a long time ago. We got the achievement pop a good time amount ago, but it's actually been pretty fun. And in all fairness, it isn't one of those achievements that you kind of have to world conquest for. That unfortunately was decided by my cat. Damn, just look back at America, Guatemala. When did that happen? Ooh, hold on a second. I thought, yeah, for some reason, okay, we got a peace conference there, even though Guatemala was a major power. Doesn't matter too much. Does save me a problem, I guess. Look at that. That's the whole world pretty much capitulated. Okay, now, I know people really like when I actually make the map look good and stuff, but no. There's too much crap to solve through. We're definitely still at war. I'm not sure why the faction had split? Had it even split? Are you guys still in the Axis? What is going on? The faction's just gone. Yeah, you can't tell. I still am not 100% sure how the new faction system even works, because what was that? Found a quick way of dealing with our Guatemala problem over here. Just gonna go ahead and walk into Guatemala, which should go ahead and lead to a instant capitulation. There we go. Yeah, the faction getting blown up has just thrown everything into whack. Every time I capitulate someone, straight into a peace deal. Also, you know, there's a third British Empire. You know, we've got this British Empire. We got the original British Empire, and then we got my British Empire. Yeah, that is everything done. Capitulated everyone but Haiti, which I can't be bothered to naval invade, but hopefully that's a bit of a compromise. Sorry, Haiti. Well, apparently that just did the job as well, because now all my allied members have naval invaded. Well done. There you go. That was our achievement run today, and it is pretty much a quasi-world conquest. Only a couple countries left in the world that I couldn't be bothered to take down, or were in their own little faction like the Brazilians. But yeah, unsurprisingly, even though we played to 1955 and it's been an all-day occurrence for me actually recording this, very fun game. I kind of like the ones that go off track just a little bit. Weirdly, when you aren't forced to do a world conquest and you kind of end up doing it of your own volition, it's actually pretty fun to get an achievement that way. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe down below, and let me know if there's any achievements you'd like to see me attempt next. But until next time, goodbye.